Brazil is collapsing. The country has suffered over 500,000 COVID deaths, lost the equivalent of the entire country of Switzerland to deforestation. 19 million people are starving. And even after 100 motions for his impeachment, President Jair Bolsonaro just doesn't care. The general he chose to fight COVID let the oxygen run out in Manaus, the city where he grew up. In the Amazon, a new variant of COVID emerged and quickly spread around the world. Meanwhile, the president defended hydroxychloroquine, just like Donald Trump, and made Brazil the laughingstock of the French Parliament.
Et je vous signale que le Brésil est le pays qui l'a le plus prescrit. Député, oui.
Bolsonaro's violence goes beyond scientific denialism. It's allied with greedy domestic and international market interests. And it is through their influence that agribusiness was able to achieve record export numbers during a pandemic and recession. Industrial farming interests came to lead the Ministry of Agriculture, allowing a slew of pesticides banned in Europe to be used in Brazil. Government agencies tasked with protecting indigenous peoples are now run by military and evangelical fanatics. The president even considered abolishing the Ministry of the Environment, instead appointing the far-right Ricardo Salles as minister, who ended up signing more than 600 decrees removing roadblocks leading to unchecked growth in cattle ranching, industrial soybean farming, logging, mining, and real estate development and speculation. He was fired to improve optics, but his legacy continues. More so than football or carnival, Brazil is about inequality. There are at least two Brazils. The first is a Brazil profiting from the carnage, the Brazil of the industrial farmers and agribusiness interests. But there is also another Brazil, the resistance, indigenous peoples, Quilombo, communities, peasants, those who keep the forest standing, the Brazil of environmentalists, researchers, and science. The resistance isn't covered by Brazil's mainstream media, but rather by independent media, journalists who don't accept money from corporations or lobbyists. Agribusiness Watch is a news observatory that tells the story of these two Brazils. Based on research, mapping, and constant monitoring of food, the environment, rural conflicts, and agribusiness, our team produces news, reports, features, and books, all to unmask the hidden face of agribusiness, both in Brazil and abroad. This video is an appeal to the international community, every individual viewer, no matter where you are. We need the support of every one of our readers so we can continue to untangle the chain of wealthy interests that raise forests, pollute rivers, kill indigenous peoples and Quilombo communities, and persecute independent journalists. In addition to funding our reporting, your contribution will help us disseminate content in other languages so that the entire world can see who profits from this destruction. Your support is an act of resistance against those who want to squeeze every last penny out of Brazil and the Amazon. With your help, we keep an eye on Brazil, an eye on the environment, and an eye on agribusiness.